Hello everybody, I'm Tychocelchuuu and this is a Man of War Assault Squad map match video shoutcast. I'm fighting the same guy as the previous two videos and we are using the same map pack as the previous two videos. This is obviously a 1v1 version of this map that we are all familiar with. Can't remember the name of it, but whatever. And it's Germans versus the United States, and I have bought a infantry squad. And I'm splitting them middle, left, and right because I am more of a fan of trying to capture as much as possible than I am a fan of trying to win every fight. And if you've seen the previous two videos with this guy, you notice he doesn't do a very good job of attacking all 3 points. He mostly attacks 2 out of the 3, and that makes things easier on me, so I'm giving him tips. And I say, look, it makes it harder on the enemy if you attack those 3 points. And he says, yeah, it's harder for me too. And that's true. That's why sorry, my IRC is making beeping noises, so I'm getting distracted. But that's why people generally don't attack as many points as they might already attack. You see me leaping over this wall because I'm not very good at getting into cover, and I'm trying to decide which area to attack from, and getting shot from both directions. Finally kill that guy, and so hop over the wall again, but no, you're dead. So that was a fun little skirmish that happened because he sent a jeep over. I still haven't run into his full infantry squad, but since whoever I sent over to the right died a while ago, presumably he's got a squad there. So I'm just waiting till I have the points for a regular infantry squad, I think, to buy, to move up. And so, yeah, that was an interesting skirmish on the left. Not much to say except that my micro was horrible there. I did not control my men well at all. I should have probably just chucked a grenade or something. The jeep made me panic a bit, but he did pull it out of combat pretty fast. Jeeps are very weak. You can shoot up the jeep and shoot up the people on the jeep without too much trouble, so you do want to be cautious with those even if you're using them early, or especially even if you're using them early in the game when there's not going to be much AT, just because they can take small arms fire. So use them as fire support. Use the machine gun on the jeep as fire support is my tip. And if you have some machine gunners like I do, oh look, they didn't die, I just didn't send them all the way to the right. Or maybe they did die, I wasn't paying much attention. In any case, he's got 2 points captured now and I only have 1 point. But I do have the middle, which is nice, because then he doesn't know which point I'll be attacking, left or right, and he'll have to split his forces completely in 2 if he wants to hold both of them. But of course, spoiler, I attack both the left and the right, because that's the sort of thing I do. And you see how helpful it is to have this machine gunner, even very far away on the right, behind this wall. He's putting down fire on these people. He's killed a couple people so far, damaged another couple people so far, and never underestimate a machine gunner. He's keeping this guy pinned down behind this barrel so that I can hit him with a grenade. Excellent job from my machine gunner. So even at long ranges, they can get work done. Somebody commented on one of my older videos that I should stop playing like Diablo inventory Tetris with all the inventories I open up. I should just click the take all button. And I guess apparently I had learned that lesson by the time I got to this video, because I'm just using the take all button. The take all button is more helpful if you're looting someone with the same sort of weapon as you had. Look, I just shot the guy out of the machine gun on that jeep, so I'm like, okay, now there's just a driver, I don't have to worry. But then the driver gets into the machine gun, so I'm like, okay, shoot the machine gun again. But by this time, pretty much all my guys are dead. There's this one guy behind the well, which is somehow hidden, but I'm trying to get a grenade out there, and he can't really throw far, and I'm like, what's going on? There we go, I can throw a grenade. I've been cooking it a while, and kaboom! Oh yes, that felt so good that the jeep had not moved and I got a grenade on it. I guess maybe he thought I was all dead. I was hidden behind the well or something. That's a weird well. It's a very sturdy well. That well is one of the most sturdy things on this map. We'll see if it survives the entire battle. And so I parked that guy behind that building. I figure I'll come back to him later. What was I saying? Oh yeah, inventory looting. It's much easier to use the take all button if, for example, you're a submachine gun infantry and you're looting another submachine gun infantry, or if you're a rifle infantry and you're looting another rifle infantry, because then you can basically take everything and you just have to put their weapon back, because you don't need double weapons. Or put your weapon back if they have a better weapon. Because the take all button does not take hats or helmets, so you don't have to worry about carrying extra crap around. And So number one, it's good that they decided to do that. They thought about it and they said, let's make the take all button actually not take all, because nobody wants a hat every time they loot. And second, you're like, why would I care if I'm bringing a hat around? Well, there's two reasons. Number one, you do have limited inventory space, and you never know when you're gonna stumble upon like an AT soldier or something and want to pick up the bazooka. Looks like this guy just got shotgunned. You never know when you're going to want to pick up like a bazooka or something that takes a ton of inventory space, or a machine gun. You should usually pick up machine guns when you see them on the ground, and they take a lot of inventory space. Because even if you don't find any machine gun ammo, it'll probably still have a lot of rounds in the gun already. So pick up machine guns whenever you see them, pick up AT weapons whenever you see them, so keep some inventory space open, which is one reason why you wouldn't want to carry around a helmet, an extra helmet everywhere you go. And second, I believe carry weight does matter. Every guy has a stamina bar. It's the blue bar under his health bar on the bottom left, and that will deplete as you do things like sprinting and pretty much just sprinting. But I think that depletes faster if you're carrying a bunch of stuff. And I'm having serious trouble getting a grenade over this building, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm using the wrong grenade. Here's a grenade. Let's try this grenade. Maybe I should throw it here. I don't know why I'm fucking around with this grenade so much. Then I'm like, maybe it wasn't letting me cook it, and I'm like, what's going on? Oh, it's not a normal grenade, it's a smoke grenade, so now I can cook it. And then I throw it, and I kill the fucking building because it bounces off, and I wasn't aiming, and I kill one of my men with some collapsed debris, but that's actually good, because it's good to have an opening on this barn or whatever on my side. And I should have just gone into that building and hid there, but I'm not doing a fantastic job attacking here on the right, although I am keeping everyone alive, and the shooting's still going on, so that's good. Keep the pressure up on my enemy, but in terms of pressure, he's certainly winning. He has 24 points, and I have 1 point, so he's doing well. But notice he has not attacked the middle, so that advice I gave him, attack all 3 points, he has not taken it yet, which is unfortunate for him. And I've lost... Oof, these shotguns are brutal, look at that. All the way from there, and he knocks me down. And so I saw a vehicle up there just now. A very brief glimpse of a vehicle, so I'm kind of worried about my Panzer II, depending on what vehicle that is. But on the other hand, I'm happy I bought my scout car, because it might make him move the vehicle to the left. And then I see the vehicle again, but I don't get over in time to see what it is. But I do hear sort of heavy vehicle noises, so I'm thinking maybe a tank or something kind of large. Doesn't really sound like an M8 or an M20. Sounds like something slow and ponderous. So at that point I decide, let's not move the Panzer II forward. The Panzer II might just get destroyed by whatever it is. So now that I have my scout car here, I figure I can move forward. But these guys are in pretty good cover, and the shotgun's just brutal. You see my guy behind the well got a shot in on the shotgunner, but then the shotgunner shot back and it just knocked the guy down from the well, and I get AT grenaded. So this is from not setting up my infantry fast enough. These two shotgunners were really holding me back. I should have just tried to Zerg rush them to clear some space for my armored car, and since I didn't do that, I got my armored car blown up, and that was a bad move on my part. So, since the attack on the left wasn't going so well, let's try the attack on the right. Maybe move the Panzer II up a bit, because I have seen neither head nor tail of this vehicle, except there it is, it's the Sherman. So, yep, whoop, get out of there, reverse. Back up. Back it on up. Panzer II has no chance against a Sherman unless you surprise it from behind at close range and get some good shots in on the engine. That can actually penetrate a Sherman and kill it. But not... Or you can also take out the track. That works too. But yeah, 99% of the time, don't even bother to go get shot and killed. So here we go, moving in with my assault squad on these shotgunners. There's no... Look at how much bullets I'm shooting at him, and that's not killing him, but it's keeping him suppressed. And that means I can just walk around sideways and kill him execution style with the submachine gunners. Same deal for this one too, although nice explosion. That was my own explosion. I somehow got my own grenade there, I guess. And that shotgunner took forever to die, but I finally clear out these two idiots who have been holding me up the entire game, and now it is time to claim this point as my rightful whatever. And let's also get a shotgun, because those are really good. And the United States, I think, is the only one who gets shotguns. I'm not sure about the rest of that. But look, I've also sort of captured the right. It's not mine yet, but I took it from the opponent, and now he's taking it back. So he's at 33 points, and I'm at 4. I was very briefly ticking up, and I guess my guy wasn't reloading the shotgun until just now, and that's unfortunate, because then this grenade kills him. So I never even got to use the shotgun! And I was trying to flank here, but those guys are running the wrong way around the building. I should just run back immediately when I saw them doing the incorrect way, but I don't know, I didn't. So I have to take out this Sherman. At some point it killed my Panzer II, which bums me out. I thought it was safe back here. I thought he wouldn't even be able to see it, let alone shoot it, but obviously horrific job by me keeping my stuff alive. That Panzer II is dead, that Scout car is dead. This is why people don't attack 3 points at once. I'm only attacking 2 points at once, and I already can't handle it. Whenever I look somewhere else, all my people die. So, that's a thing. So I'm thinking, should I buy some Fallschirmjägers, should I buy some Brandenburgers, should I buy some Fallschirmjägers, Brandenburgers? I settle for the Brandenburgers. I don't know why. I probably should have bought Fallschirmjägers. Fallschirmjägers a bit better at anti-infantry combat, and they come with a half-track. And a half-track would be really helpful here on the left. I'm not sure why I bought Brandenburgers. So I'm like, let's shoot through this house with my Pak 40 and kill a Sherman. But there's people in the house, and maybe I should move up a bit so I can get a better shot. So now let's shoot through the house again and kill the Sherman. Except there's still people in the house, and I don't want to hit them, but whatever. Fire! And the Sherman backs up, and now these people are really in the way. Just like get them all out of there, but I think I'm losing the Sherman at this point. He's like way out of range, and it's like, oh well. I scared him off, which is good, I guess. And I have Brandenburgers fighting. I could be using these Brandenburgers better. I could be using them much better. They're getting their poor little helmets shut off. Who's shooting at them? That's a pretty accurate guy. He's hitting the heads. They have a lot of health, so they're not doing awful, but yeah, I'm not sure why they're not winning this fight. He must have some badasses on the other side of that fight, or he's just getting luckier than me. Or since he's spread out more, he's just doing well. So I buy a sniper, a veteran sniper, in fact, because he's, airborne, so he does have badasses over there. So I buy a veteran sniper because I figure that'll help really clean out these infantry. But he misses his first shot, and then he misses his second shot. And then at that point I'm like, okay, move forward a bit. And then maybe shoot one of these people who's not behind, like, that wall. So then he misses his third shot. And I'm like, why did I even buy you? Why are you a sniper? What kind of person are you? And he's got like a M8 or an M20 back here. Looks like an M20. And sniper misses like his next shot. Sniper's not hitting anything is really the lesson here. And my Brandenburgers are holding up admirably under M20 fire, but they're not going to live forever, so I'm trying to get them out of there. And unfortunately I don't get them out of there fast enough. Something explodes. He gets a grenade in there and it explodes. And so that's a very good job by my opponent, creeping up on my Brandenburgers. And finally the sniper kills somebody, kills one of the airborne. So it's kind of funny that we both decided to buy awesome infantry at the same time. And so if my sniper were doing anything, and I'm getting him out of this corridor of fire, because getting pinned down by machine gun fire is no good for a sniper. If my sniper were doing anything, this would make up for my Brandenburgers getting killed. But my sniper is just fucking up. He's a fuck up. What's his name? Click on him. Richard Grossman. He's fucking up. Richard Grossman. More like Richard Bad Sniper. Man. Oh, Richard. So let's see, he's at 47 points and I'm at 4, so this is looking kind of dire. Let's move in on the point. Oh no, he's shooting at me. Let's get into some cover. Actually, that worked out pretty well, so now let's get into the building. And then back to the left. What's going on here? Let's move up the AT gun and see if we can blow this M20 away. So, he's got 2 vehicles now, the Sherman and... Oh, just kidding. He's got the Sherman. And I have a couple Pak 40s on either side of the map, so... it's going to be tough for him to utilize his Sherman. He knows I have a Pak 40 on the right, because that's what scared the Sherman off. And he knows I have a Pak 40 on the left, because his M20 just exploded in a glorious explosion of flame. And look, I'm trickling in infantry to that point on the right, and finally I kill enough people to start capturing. And these airborne are just, man, airborne are good. I should have bought Fallschirmjägers. Those are German airborne, because it stands for something. Pak 40 annihilates that airborne guy. He had like an M1 carbine or something, and he was just like, kaboom! And I repositioned the Pak 40, because a good player always keeps his Pak 40s and AT guns moving. For some reason it doesn't want to take the Panzerfaust, so I have to click and drag. Whatever. Yep, keep those Panzerfausts alive. The spirit of the Brandenburgers lives on, even as they don't. And see, pick up a machine gun every time you see them, even if you can't find the ammo. Although I'm going to look for the ammo. What's nice is that if you buy a normal infantry squad, the riflemen will come with machine gun ammo, so that they can respawn or resupply the riflemen, or the machine gunners. But in this case, I don't have it, so it's only whatever's in that machine gun that he picked up. But you see already he fired a couple bursts at that guy behind the house and suppressed him for a while. But now I'm still taking damage because these riflemen, or these airborne, are still really good. Don't tussle with elite infantry. And that guy's finally dead. These guys doing fairly well with their Kar 98s. And I think he makes a mistake having all his infantry back there. Maybe he just hasn't pushed them up. Like, maybe those infantry were moving up forward, and I just caught them behind these barrels. But I think he's sort of stuck some Marines back there as sort of a second line of defense. I don't think that's a great defensive position. I think just put them on the point, basically. I've been having so much trouble assaulting this point the entire game that a group of airborne there would just give me so much more trouble. Like, the reason he doesn't move them forward is because he's worried about them getting wiped out. Like, if I know there's a group of Marines on the point in addition to what he's got, then I could send in some sort of, I don't know, tank or something and kill them all. But I think it's worth taking the risk. At least send most of the Marines forward and leave a few behind. Leaving them all behind like this is really not helpful, because they can't shoot from behind those barrels onto the point. They can hit the rightmost part of the point, but only a little bit. There's this house in the way, so unless you're going to level the house, maybe if you have some dynamite around, that's a good idea. But unless you're going to level the house, it's really not worth it to leave those Marines there. They're not doing a lot of helpful stuff, and you're just going to turn it into a situation where fucking airborne. You're just going to turn it into a situation where the Marines have to be the attackers instead of the defenders. And especially because my sniper is finally picking off some Marines, finally making himself useful. This is just bad for him, because I'm getting my infantry onto the point. They're taking a lot of damage getting there, and maybe taking some losses too, but I'm taking the point. I'm getting some infantry there. They're getting dug in, and I just blew myself up with the Pack 40. That was not my best. That was not my finest hour, but yeah, now I'm a little dug in on the left, and he's going to have to deal with that. And I'm also pushing a bit on the right, and it turns out he doesn't have anybody on the point, but he does have somebody watching the point with a shotgun. So it's like, okay, let's not walk out there anymore. Let's get him with a grenade. And thankfully the roof on this house is completely gone, so it should be pretty easy to get a grenade in here. I already blew up half the roof on my own on accident, so slowly but surely wiping out all the people on this point. There's another guy on the point that he put to try and keep me from decapping. That's a good job. I'm not sure how my grenade didn't kill him, but I'm almost out of grenades. This is my last grenade. Let's see if this works. I can't remember if it does or not. Toss it, cook it and toss it, and kaboom! Excellent. I could have cooked that one more, but whatever. So now I have the left and I'm capturing the right, and suddenly things don't look awful for me. He's got 51 points, I've got 10 points, and yes, that's how it's going. I have 11 points. So I still haven't seen head. I already said I have seen neither head nor tail of the Sherman. So the Sherman. Where's the Sherman? Is the point I'm trying to make. There's the Sherman. I can see it off in the distance. But it's weird that he's not using it more. He's afraid of my Pack 40, and rightfully afraid of my Pack 40, because one lucky shot from my Pack 40. Oh, nice grenade. One lucky shot from my Pack 40 will take out a Sherman. But, you know, that's... Oh, look, I moved my sniper over here, by the way, because I had captured the leftmost point. So he'll go onto this island. This island is a very dangerous place for a sniper. There's not a lot of cover unless you advance to that rock on the right, and then you're sort of forward position. So he's prone in a bush, and I'm hoping he'll get some kills at least. You know, scout the point, keep it for me. And look, it's a Scot, so that's an artillery sort of tank. Very first job is to move the Pack 40 in case he knows where it is, so he can't zero it in with artillery. And then aside from that, I'm just going to let him blow up the people I have on that point. It's going to take him a lot of artillery shells, I figure, to take out all those different people, because they're hiding in buildings and stuff. And so I'm just going to let him blow that up while I focus on taking the right, because I already had the left. And so I thought it would take him a little while to take it back, because you have to wait until the artillery stops falling to take it back. So my sniper has attracted the Sherman's attention, and I decide to leave the Sherman, or the sniper there as bait, while the Pack 40 moves up and gets some shots on the Sherman. but I'm like a fucking idiot, and I don't move fast enough with the Pack 40. I dick around with my assault squad for a while, and that means he manages to kill the sniper and just retreat. He just like shoots the sniper and backs up, and it's like, well, I just sacrificed a veteran sniper for nothing. Not like a veteran sniper is a big deal. It's only like 1 or 2 super special points. I think it's only 1 super special point. But obviously it would have been better not to sacrifice that veteran sniper. Like, all things considered, don't waste units. Go figure. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about that Scott, the artillery tank. It's not any danger to actual vehicles, really, unless the vehicles aren't moving. So I figure Puma's the perfect thing. Puma will just drive behind enemy lines and shoot the Scott. It's got the gun to shoot the Scott. It's got the speed to find the Scott. That's all you need. And perhaps I briefly considered towing the Pack 40 somewhere, but then I didn't. So I still have 2 points to his 1 point. I'm at 36 to 51, so I'm catching up pretty fast to him. That's what having all 3 points for a little while does for you. But good job on him taking this leftmost point back. The Scott helped him quite a bit for that. And my Puma trying to switch to the HE shells to take out the infantry, but I don't want that. I'm going to direct control you, and we're going to go hunting for a light artillery tank. And we don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. I just see some infantry. I don't see a Scott. And at this point I'm getting a little worried. I don't want my Puma getting killed by infantry. It's behind enemy lines, and it's just asking for it. So I'm like, let's just run away. Let's just run away, but also shoot people, because I figure that, look, this is a perfect flanking position while I'm here. Let's get some shots in on these infantry. Like, those guys are just chilling out. I can hit them with like a machine gun from the side or something. And oh, what's shooting at me? Oh, it's like a Sherman probably on the other side of the map, so let's just GTFO. Skedaddle. Get out, get out, get out. And also kill some infantry while you're doing that. And what's that? Oh no, it's something blowing up, and it's a Marine, and that was a pretty exciting trip for the Puma. Slightly fruitful because you killed some infantry, but the main objective remains unaccomplished. We need the Scott. And meanwhile, I have 43 points and he has 51 because I still have the right side point. I guess he's spending all his energy on the left, but he's not mounting much of an offensive. I guess he doesn't have to because he's got the point already, but he's also not mounting much of a defensive. I wonder what he's going to bring up to try and take care of this Puma. Is he going to reposition the Sherman? Is he going to buy some AT infantry? Is he going to buy some other vehicle, some sort of light tank or something? What's he going to do? Because this Puma is doing fairly well. An astute watcher of the map will notice that my Pack 40 just died on the right, and that also he's taking that point back. So I'm not sure when I noticed this, but it looks like right about now is when I notice it. I send some Folkstorm. I figure he's probably just trickling infantry in, but now I notice my Pack 40 is dead, and I'm like, fuck, I wanted that to live. Because that obviously reduces my options quite a bit there on the right, because his Sherman has been holding back the entire game for fear of the Pack 40. And I'm surprised he's not just going wacko mega super kill nuts with his Sherman right now. He must assume that I've replaced my AT, or he's busy microing sort of infantry on the left or on the right, because when you have an opening like that, when you kill the enemy anti-tank, that's when you want to send in your tank and establish a foothold and stuff like that. Oh look, it's a vehicle off in the distance. Did I see that? No, I didn't. I was too busy microing. Well, I did see it, but I wanted to micro my infantry. But it's a tank destroyer, so run away, run away! Switch to the AP shell, because you can actually kill it. The Puma's gun is good enough to kill a tank destroyer because they don't have much armor. And a tank destroyer is a really bad choice versus the Puma, frankly. The reason you get a tank destroyer is because you need a massive gun and not a lot of armor. Against the Puma, you need a fairly good gun, but you also want a lot of armor because the Puma's gun is good, so you don't want to let it penetrate you and kill you. So tank destroyer not cost effective versus the Puma. You can kill it really good, but the Puma can also kill you, which is unfortunate. And if you get a tank or something, the Puma can kill a tank, but it's much less likely. Who's gonna win? I'm happy to do a sort of straight up fight against the tank destroyer. He's got a better gun than me, but I figure our penetration chances are about the same, and that just works out for me. So he made 2 mistakes. Number 1 mistake was buying a... Oh no, it's not dead yet. I just killed a lot of stuff on it. Number 1 mistake was buying a tank destroyer versus a Puma. That's not at all the right choice. Number 2 mistake was just fighting head on. If you're going to use a tank destroyer, try and use it the same way all the time, which is attack from the flanks, attack while hidden, and attack from locations that they cannot fire back at you. he did none of those three things. He was not hidden, he was not hitting from a flank, and he was shooting from a position that I can easily shoot back. So there's the Scot, by the way. It got repositioned to the right. And look, I captured all 3 points. There's perseverance and tenacity has brought me closer to victory than he is. I have 60 points and he has 52, so this is looking bad for him. So use tank destroyers against Pumas if you're going to use them the same way you use them against tanks, because the reason you're skittish with a tank destroyer is because it has low armor, and you don't suddenly get more armor just because you're fighting a Puma or any other vehicle with weaker armor. For example, a tank destroyer versus a Nashorn or a Marder, those sort of German tank destroyers, the weak ones, the ones with weak armor but powerful guns, you would fight those with your United States tank destroyer the same way you'd fight a German tank. You hit the tank from the sides, you hit it while it's hidden, you hit it when it can't shoot back, because what you're worried about is not the tank's armor. The tank's armor is never going to hurt you, and if you bought a tank destroyer, it's so you don't have to worry about the armor, so you can just punch through the armor. What you're worried about is the tank's gun, and the tank destroyers on the German side and the Puma on the German side have a gun that's just as good as a tank's gun. So since you're worried about that when you're fighting a tank, you should be worried about that when you're fighting a tank destroyer or a Puma. So good job by my opponent finally attacking the middle. Unfortunately for him, I mean, I have a Puma here, so I'm able to clean up most of it, and he sent conscripts, which are just dirt awful, but that actually works super well for him. He took the middle away from me, he's taken the right from me, and he's decapped the left. Looks like I'm moving in on the Scot, so the Scot's gonna have to retreat, but oh, I knock it out. Nice. Nice job, Puma. Finally fulfilled the mission you were made for. Your wheel just got shot off, your front right wheel, but that's no problem. You can still drive. You have like 8 wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think the Puma's an 8-wheeler. We'll get a look at it soon. It's just smashing a bunch of greenhouses because it can't drive quite as well. Look at it's just driving through all the greenhouses. The vehicles in Men of War just fucking hate greenhouses. They're like, oh, a greenhouse. Yeah, let us drive through that. We will destroy the greenhouse. It will be like Crystal Knocked again. Ah, that was so much fun. Do you remember smashing all those windows? We will do it again. But yeah, he's taken 2 points from me. I'm at 77 points, having held those 3 for a while, which is pretty fantastic. But he can still easily come back, especially if he keeps doing this triple-pronged attack thing. He's in the middle, he's on the right, he's on the left. He just sacrificed a bunch of conscripts charging my men over defending in the middle. So long ago, like literally the first thing I did in this match was set up some sandbags with those infantry in the middle. And those people behind the sandbags with their Kar 98s just mowed down some conscripts, and in fact saved me from losing the middle point. Had he kept those conscripts alive, he probably could have captured the middle point by now. Instead, it's just slowly ticking up because he's got like 1 or 2 guys there. He has to have at least 2 because I have 1 guy there. But yeah, those Kar 98 people I set up behind the sandbag in the very beginning of the match, they paid for themselves. Oh yeah, so think ahead and protect every point, even if it's just with a couple of riflemen. I don't know what the Puma's doing back there. When did I... Oh, I set it to try and capture the middle again. So everything's falling apart for me, but at least it looks like I have a hold on the left, right? So that's going kind of well. And presumably I can take the middle at some point, but he's at 67 points, I'm at 77. This is getting to be a very close match, because he's going to hold the majority of the points for at least a little while. He's got the middle and the right, and I'm not going to be able to take the middle back until I clear out wherever these infantry are. Pretty much obviously hiding behind this house. Where else could they be? So I'm throwing some grenades. But the only bright side here is that those are conscripts, so I should have not a ton of trouble clearing them out. If I can get some grenades without dying. Did he just say, ow, my leg? I think they speak German, so... Oh no, it's an AT thing! I bought a Hetzer at some point, and fuck, it's a Jeep, but it missed, and it can only fire 2 shots before it has to reload. And I'm not gonna let it reload. So, hooray, Hetzer. I don't know why I bought a Hetzer instead of an AT gun, but that's what I did, I guess. That's the thing I bought. I guess I wanted infantry killing power. Nice shot on the Sherman. Good job, Hetzer. You win a Hetzer medal. You get a Hetzer snack. And boom, destroys the Sherman. Oh yeah, don't fight head on in a Hetzer. What are you doing? A Hetzer is a tank destroyer. That's literally what it's called, or a tank hunter. That's literally what it's for. So I figure, I remember I can repair the Puma's wheel. I'm not sure if I really need to. It might be just as good with a broken wheel, but you know, while the Puma's not doing anything, I figure I'll do that. It can still provide fire support from where it is. Use its machine gun on the left. So he's at 75 points, I'm at 77. This is getting really close. This game is going to be a nail biter, I can tell you, because I don't know. Look, he's at 76 points, I'm at 77 points. He's still got a hold on the middle. These people I have here from the very beginning of the game, like Norbert Kurz, still alive and sending them in to cap the point. So that's pretty awesome. Hooray for Norbert Kurz. My Hetzer supporting the infantry on the left turns out to have been a good idea to purchase the Hetzer instead of the AT gun. I should not have yelled at myself in the past. Because the Hetzer can support my infantry, and oh no, what is that? It's a super duper tank. Knocks out my Hetzer, actually. That's a big tank, and I don't have anything to damage it except potentially the Puma. And he's at 79 points, I'm at 77. This game is getting down into the final minutes. Puma's all repaired. So I'm like, what can I do to take on this massive tank that he has? His Jumbo Sherman. Well, I don't know. What can I do? Not doing anything yet, but is it gonna kill my Puma? I don't know. I can't remember how any of this ends. Jumbo Sherman. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Gotta buy something to kill the Jumbo Sherman. I'm actually capturing the right, and I've got a hold on the left, and I think I'm taking the middle too. So suddenly this is looking up. Sinking all his points into this Jumbo Sherman may not be good. It's 79 to 79. Equally tied, but I'm capturing both points, very slowly capturing the middle. Gotta get every single infantry into the zone. I've got the right, I've got the left, I'm about to get the middle. My points are gonna take up really far. I've got a Martyr 3 tank destroyer trying to take out the Jumbo, get a lucky shot on it, but no, I don't, so I have to back up. I'm gonna fire again, but it's taking a while to reload. Fire again, then I don't know why I don't back up. And now it's pretty much curtains for me. He's gonna shoot me and kill me. Unless I can get a lucky shot. Track damaged. Track damaged. Kill it. Kill it. Get out. Repair. Also kill it. Shoot the gun. Nope, you're dead. But that only costs 0 points. But look, I'm at 90 points, and I have all 3 capture points. I'm at 91. He's screwed. Like, he's got all his points in this Jumbo Sherman, and I don't think he's going to be able to take the points back in time to win. And in fact, I'm at 96. Yep, that's game over. So, fantastic nail-biting game down to the very end when he sunk all his points into a big tank and didn't make it work for him. So, hope you enjoyed this match. I sure did. And rockets to finish us off. Impressive explosions. Wonderful.